when you're alone, you're thinking, why me? Why did it have to be? And you're finding it difficult to accept at the time. You're finding it difficult to cope. But you get involved with other young people instead of going there and expecting people to be morbid, to be depressed. But you find people who are happy, who are enjoying life, people who are friendly, people who are just normal, and that gives you hope, that gives you light, that you know what, there is hope out there, there's still life after HIV. So it has given me a chance to open up, it has given me a chance to appreciate myself, and it has even made sure that I grasp whatever opportunities that comes along very firmly, you know. And I've never seen myself as a leader, but through that, most people they think for some reason that I can be their leader. They see a potential in that. So these are the kind of organizations, these are the kind of the establishments that can help young people to cope and deal with HIV as far as acceptance is concerned and moving forward with their lives. I wanted to be part of a movement, you know, that break down the walls, that break down the stigma, that, you know, first of all, what captured me is, I remember when somebody called me and said, hey, would you like to be the face, would you like to be in the campaign of Does HIV Look Like Me? And I'm like, I remember asking somebody in a support group that I am not HIV, you know, HIV is in my blood. And I'm like, it sounds familiar, and it's something I would like to take part in, and obviously it's something that would inspire other young people, you know. It will be like outreaching to them and say, you know what, I have this thing in my bloodstream, but it's not me, you know. I am still an individual with my own personality, with my own characteristics, with my own aspirations, and I want to live my life as normally as possible. So I wanted to be in a part of a movement that would conscientize the youth about HIV and try to break down the walls thereof. I feel like time is no longer on my side. I think I have to do what I can do while I still can, you know, because I don't know how the virus is replicating in my body. I might be on treatment, but I don't know how soon I might start to get ill. So I just think that time is crucial, that whatever it is that I'm supposed to do, I should do it while I still can. So the general outlook is doing what I can while I still can, you know. I think young people, they don't learn enough about sex, because if they learn about sex more, if there's more sex education, I think we would have a much more reduced rate of infections among the youth. Obviously, I don't think it's having any impact, if there is any, you know. So the more programs that the government can establish to educate the youth, you know, the better, because that's the starting point, you know, to inform people about the illness. Inform yourself as much as possible about the disease, because there are people who are living with HIV for so many years. Some they've been diagnosed with HIV for 5 years, but they haven't been on treatment. It's just a matter of taking care of their cells, of their health. Some they are on treatment, they are living a healthy, normal life, and it's very comforting to know that as long as I look after myself, I take my treatment, I'm determined with life, and I'm passionate about what I want to achieve in life, and I still see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know. I see a cup half filled, not half empty. You know, you can still live. A condom can actually be that fine line between life or death, you know. depending on my choice. If I choose to live a responsible life, if I choose to be healthy sexually and practice safe sex, obviously I protect myself, I protect my partners, I prevent the spread of HIV. And on the other hand, if I don't use it, I know that it can be detrimental to my health, and it can be a limiting factor in my life. It can be destructive and actually contribute to the spread of the virus. So I see it as a fine line between life and death. And like if there's anything else, I would say condoms. If I would have known what I know now, I would have made sure that I have a condom everywhere I go. I would carry. It's not even that heavy. It's very light to carry, but it's something you take for granted, But if I had known, that instead of trusting somebody earlier, I could have just trusted a condom, Personally, I don't find it easy to disclose, because you don't know how other people are going to react. Especially most people are hostile to people who are living with HIV. They see HIV as being contagious, or I don't know, or it might contaminate them or their lifestyle, and it's shameful, it's a taboo. And I am thinking, after so many years now with HIV and AIDS, we should be used to the idea now. We should be in a society where people are now beginning to appreciate HIV and seeing it as any other sickness. But it's not easy. It can't be easy. But I do find it easy to disclose to a person who's HIV positive, because in a way, who's newly diagnosed, because I think that way I can help that person to not fall through the pit holes that I've went through, and that he can grasp a bit from my experiences and try to survive with a bit of that information. I've always wanted to have my own family. I have always thought that I would make a brilliant father one day, because I've always wanted to be everything that my father was not. I always wanted to improve on whatever my father was, and the mistakes that he did, make sure that I never did. So I've always wanted to be a father, and that perception has never changed. How so? Because I got to inform myself more about the virus, that okay, I'm HIV positive, but I can still have a family as long as my partner is willing to have kids, as long as my partner understands my status, as long as my partner is willing. I can't expect somebody who's HIV negative to say, okay, I want to have a family with you, but I can expect somebody who's HIV positive to say, I love you enough to have a family with you. And definitely, and I think most HIV people, they do give a healthy HIV negative kids. So I would also like to leave a legacy behind. My dream is to see an HIV free generation. Generally, personally, I would like to achieve all the goals that I've set for myself. I would like to have a family. I would like to own my businesses. I would like to be a role model in my community. I don't want to be a face of HIV, but I want to be a person who's been known to break the wall and the taboo around the subject, So where the future is concerned, I think I see myself as a person who's getting more involved with the programs which are HIV related, to try to educate the youth as much as possible, being part of a solution, basically. Hi, I'm Sedumedi. I'm living in Gauteng, the city of Johannesburg. I've discovered that I've been diagnosed with HIV 6 months ago, and I've been living with it ever since. Be responsible.
There's more to this than I can see. Never judge a book, no baby, unless you're ready to read. There's more to this than I can see. Never judge a book, no baby.